You know when you have a bump on your forehead and you're not exactly sure if it's going to become a pimple tomorrow that's gross and ugly, or if it'll get absorbed back into your skin and you're safe? That's kind of like Twitch's decision making. Sometimes they make decisions that might be the catastrophic end of Twitch as we know it. Or it'll be back to business as usual. And after the huge shitstorm that Twitch went through yesterday, we're here to talk about whether it is going to become a pimple or it is all going back to normal. And the answer, surprise, surprise, somewhere in the middle. But first, let's look once again at the branded content guidelines article that caused the entire shitstorm, with all of their infographics of the things you're not allowed to do and their 3% screen size rule that everybody made fun of. If I refresh, it's all gone. They got rid of the entire thing. You can no longer see those fun graphics. To the people who made those graphics at Twitch, I know it's not your fault. I think you did a very good job. It's very clear what Twitch was doing. So clear, in fact, that everybody was collectively upset about it and yelled at Twitch enough to delete it off of the website. And now basically all that remains is you have to tell people branded content disclosure tool that you are doing a sponsored stream. Good. And you cannot do sponsored content with hateful products, illegal products, gambling products, spam products, scam products, weapons. Fine. Okay, great. I can agree with all of that. Except for, why is it okay to have an alcohol sponsor but not a cannabis sponsor? Seems weird. Anyway, let's focus on the thing that actually matters, which is the update to all this, which was clarified by Twitch just a few moments ago when they said, yesterday, we released new branded content guidelines that impacted your ability to work with sponsors to increase your income from streaming. These guidelines are bad for you and bad for Twitch, and we're removing them completely. Sponsors are critical to streamers' growth and ability to earn income. We will not prevent your ability to enter into direct relationships with sponsors. You will continue to own and control your sponsorship business. We want to work with our community to create the best experience on Twitch, and to do that, we need to be clear about what we're doing and why we're doing it. Great. This is all good and true, and they're getting a lot of W's from creators who basically spent the better part of yesterday threatening to leave the website. But is it all as it seems? Well, let's take a gander over at the actual terms of service. This is very available to anybody who wants to see it, the Twitch terms of service. And in it, they have a section called advertisements, where it says, Twitch has the exclusive right to monetize the Twitch services, including, without limitation, the exclusive right to sell, serve, and display ads on the Twitch services. This means you may not, this means you may not, nor may you allow a third party to insert, embed pre-recorded advertising units into your live stream, including without limitation video ads, pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll, or banner advertisements or audio advertisements. Basically, everything that was in the article yesterday still stands. Don't freak out yet. It's not a big deal. Hold for a moment. Why did they include this in their terms of service and then run everything back on Twitter? Well, the reason is because they had a goal. No one knows what the goal is. There's some theories out there. I talked to Hassan. His theory is that they're going for stream elements. Basically, these larger corporations who have a way to do ads at scale by automatically inserting overlays, whether they be banners or mid-roll ads, into people's streams without the need to have like a bespoke deal and be like, yeah, this person has 1,000 viewers. How much can you do for them? They really love Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons with Drift. And I think the argument is that they're trying to put this language, at least legally, into the terms of service so that companies like maybe that can no longer operate. There's a boogeyman that Twitch is scared of and they're going for, but the boogeyman is not the individual streamers. So basically, the article wasn't wrong. It was just interpreted to be the most severe version of it, where they're going for everybody. And I guess technically with this language, they could still go for the average streamer, but I think that is not their goal with it, and I don't think they will do that. And I wouldn't freak out too much because YouTube does have the same language. I think it is fear over someone having enough sales volume and being able to do it at such a large scale that they chew into the media sales of Twitch. Like when you run an ad button and everybody sees a Chipotle ad, if somebody was able to get 1,000 streamers and run a Chipotle ad with their button, then it'd be a competition. I think that's it. And so, book closed, but maybe keep the bookmark there because we might have to open it back up later. There was something else, however, that I feel like is also worth talking about here, which was another change to the terms of service that was done somewhat hush-hush, somewhat quietly. And this one was about simulcasting. Now, Twitch recently reversed their rule on simulcasting. Back in the day, you weren't really allowed to simulcast at all. And then recently, they said, hey, you actually can do it, but you can only do it on vertical live streams, basically Instagram live streams or TikTok live streams, because they're not directly competitive to Twitch and their ecosystem, and they're somewhat additive in a way, because the people who watch vertical live streams might be interested in a horizontal live stream. But they updated this and they said, when you are streaming live on the Twitch services, you may not simultaneously live stream or broadcast on any other Twitch-like service. Now, this has been a rule for a while now. The difference, though, is they changed it from you are not allowed to do it, what it is now, from what it was before, partners are not allowed to do it, or affiliates are not allowed to do it. For a long time, there were people who were multi-streaming on YouTube, on Twitch, on Rumble, and they would do it without being Twitch partners or affiliates to basically get the huge amount of people that are on Twitch to maybe check them out on the other sites where they're able to monetize. Now, you're just not allowed to do it full stop. You are not allowed to stream on Twitch and any other Twitch-like service, aka YouTube, regardless of whether you make money on Twitch or not. And you can only do it if you have advanced written permission from Twitch. And of course, you are allowed to still do vertical live streaming, but it's not really the big question here. And why does this matter? Well, it affects people. It affects a lot of streamers who have made a concrete decision to try to monetize on the websites like YouTube, but use the larger viewer base of Twitch to get people over to those sites and basically maximize their viewership. One of those people being Ninja, who had a pretty poignant conversation about this on stream today that I'll play for you guys.
They're basically forcing my hand. I'm not partnered on Twitch. I don't make money there. I make $0 on Twitch.
Now, for context, Ninja, a while back, when he had his decision of where he was going to sign, decided he would sign nowhere and ended up streaming live from basically everywhere that would let you stream at once. He was live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, all at the same exact time. And to do that, he had to revoke his Twitch partnership. And because of that, he doesn't even have the ability to make money on Twitch.
So they then put a rule in that says I can't stream. I can't simulcast. What am I going to choose? What am I going to choose? Am I going to choose streaming to YouTube, TikTok, Kick, other Facebook all at the same time? Am I going to choose streaming all to there? Or am I going to just only stream to Twitch and make no money? Like zero. What the? Who would like? That's it's a no-brainer.
Now, this is a problem that affects Ninja most famously, but also mostly affects smaller streamers because at its core, people who like to stream on multiple websites are people who are trying to attract as many audiences or new viewers as possible. And it's honestly a pretty good strategy because you're able to get people who are more native to Twitch and people who are more native to a YouTube or a Facebook or whatever and cultivate communities in many different pockets that maybe you can have all conglomerate in one area where you're monetizing your best, whether that be a YouTube or even Patreon or a Kick or whatever it is. And now that's just fully dead, or at least the Twitch part of it is dead, which is pretty big because Twitch is still the biggest live streaming platform in the world. And it doesn't seem like Twitch is going to bow down on this one, but it is kind of a fucking L because there was no conversation. There was no article about this. This was just a sneaky little change in their terms of service that now impacts hundreds of streamers who were using that feature that they allowed previously. Not only that, by the way, but they're kind of forcing this decision very quickly on everybody. Because the new TOS, if you are a current partner with a deal that you've been really happy with, that you know you signed a year back, that you still have 2 years on, not anymore. As of yesterday, Twitch partners are getting notifications that there's a new contract. If they don't accept it, their partner contract will be terminated at the effective contract date, and they will be made into affiliates until they do accept. So they're really trying to get this TOS signed and stamped immediately. I think there's some big decisions and big things that Twitch wants like legality over, and so they're making sure everybody's on board with this new TOS from here on out. And by the way, if you don't sign and you decide to break your partnership and then your affiliate agreement, you also have to pay. If you or we terminate this agreement, a maintenance fee will be deducted from your remaining balance. The maintenance fee will be lesser than the accrued program fees for your Twitch channel, or $25. Any remaining balance after that will be paid to you. So they take $25 out of your last paycheck if you do decide to leave Twitch as a whole because of all these decisions after signing a affiliate contract. And that's where Twitch is currently at. So look, it is good. It is good that they backpedaled and they clarify that they're not coming for creators' pay. It is bad that they snuck in a provision to their terms of service that stops creators from growing on Twitch and other websites while making no money from Twitch anyway. So I don't know why it would matter. That's your update for Twitch. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be back with stuff that's not related to streaming platforms. Or at least not Twitch. I'm lying. It'll be about streaming platforms for sure. Goodbye.